I built my life brick by brick, only to watch my own family try to tear it down with their bare hands. My name's Bruce Callahan, and this is the story of how I fought to keep the only thing I ever truly owned, my home. It's not just four walls and a roof. It's the weight of every late-night shift, every skipped meal, every dream I clawed into reality. And when they came for it, I made a choice that changed everything. 10 years. That's how long it took me to escape the suffocating grip of a shared apartment that reeked of desperation and cheap takeout. I'm a vet tech, 32 years old, spending my days stitching up wounded dogs and comforting frantic pet owners. The job's messy, blood, fur, the occasional bite mark, but it's honest. It's me. Every dollar I earned, I hoarded like a dragon guarding gold. No vacations, no fancy dinners, just a beat-up sedan and a fridge full of discount noodles. All for one goal, a house. My house. Last spring, I got the keys to a small weathered bungalow, the kind with creaky floors and a backyard that's more dirt than grass. The first night, I sat on the bare hardwood, staring at the chipped paint on the walls, and I wept. Not because it was perfect, but because it was mine. Proof I could build something without anyone's handouts. Unlike my sister, Lila. Lila's 35, a whirlwind of glittery chaos with 2 kids and a revolving door of bad ideas. She's the kind of person who calls herself an entrepreneur while peddling overpriced candles on social media. Her life's a carefully curated lie. Perfectly filtered photos of her kids in designer rompers, captioned with nonsense like manifesting my empire. But behind the camera, she's living rent-free in our parents' pool house, funded by Dad's endless generosity. Growing up, I got lectures about earning my keep. Lila, she got a new car for her sweet 16. I thought I'd left that resentment behind, buried under the weight of my own hard-won victories. But last month, it all came crashing back. I'd just finished a brutal 14-hour shift at the clinic, saving a terrier who'd eaten half a tennis ball, scrubbing blood off my scrubs, when my phone buzzed. Dad. His voice was too smooth, like he was selling me something. "Can we swing by, Bruce?" Just a quick chat. My stomach twisted. I should have known better. 20 minutes later, Dad's sleek SUV rolled into my driveway, followed by Lila in a convertible that screamed midlife crisis. She sauntered in, heels clicking like a metronome, already filming my living room for her aesthetic. "Oh, Bruce, this place is so quaint," she said, her voice dripping with pity. "It could be cute with, like, a total overhaul." Dad sat on my thrift store couch, clearing his throat like he was about to deliver a TED Talk. "Son," he said, "Lila's kids need a real home. This house, it's too big for just you." I froze. The air in the room turned thick, like I was drowning in it. "What are you saying?" Lila chimed in, twirling her hair. "My brand needs space, Bruce. The pool house vibes are, like, so off. My followers are down 10% because of the lighting." I laughed, a sharp, bitter sound. "You want my house? The one I worked a decade for? While you've been blowing Dad's money on pyramid schemes and fake followers?" Dad's face hardened. "It's about family, Bruce. You're young, single. You can start over. Lila's got responsibilities." Responsibilities? The word burned. Lila, who'd been handed a 5-bedroom mansion 4 years ago, only to sell it for some crypto wellness scam that tanked in 6 months. Lila, who'd never worked a day in her life. And now they wanted my home? Then Dad dropped the hammer. "If you don't help your sister, we'll have to rethink your place in the will." The room spun. All those years of silence, of swallowing my pride, while Lila got everything, cars, houses, second chances, came roaring back. I wasn't just angry, I was done. I didn't yell, I didn't scream. I walked to my desk, pulled out a folder I'd been keeping for years, and slammed it on the coffee table. The sound echoed like a gunshot. You want to talk about the will, Dad? Let's talk about facts. I spread out the papers, screenshots, bank records, property deeds. The mansion you gave Lila? Worth $1.2 million. She sold it for $1.3 million and funneled it into a vegan skincare, flop, and a boyfriend who vanished with half the cash. Her businesses? Glorified scams. And you, Dad, you've been bankrolling her while your own savings dwindle to nothing. Lila's eyes widened, her phone frozen mid-video. Dad's face drained of color like he'd seen a ghost. Bruce, where did you... I'm not done, I cut in, my voice low, steady like a blade. Your estate? It's worth less than what Lila already burned through. She's not just taken her share, she's taken mine too. And now you're here, trying to steal the one thing I built myself? Lila snapped, her voice shrill. You're so selfish. My kids deserve a home. What do you have? A sad little life? Fixing dogs? I leaned in, close enough to smell her overpriced perfume. Your kids deserve a mother who doesn't use them as props. And this sad little life? It's mine. You don't get to take it. The next morning, I woke to a notification from my security camera. A U-Haul in my driveway. Lila directing movers to haul her gaudy furniture into my house, while a locksmith fiddled with my door. Dad stood by, nodding like this was normal. Her kids were there too, one of them scrawling chalk hearts on my porch. Lila was filming, of course, narrating some nonsense about her new chapter. I sped home, my heart pounding so hard I thought it had burst. When I got there, Lila smirked. Surprise, we're moving in. You'll thank us later. Dad chimed in, calm as ever. It's for the best, son. Think of the kids. I didn't hesitate. I pulled out my phone, showed the locksmith my deed, my name, my house, my proof. Then I dialed 911. I'd like to report a break-in, I said, staring straight at Lila. Her smile vanished. The police arrived, unimpressed by Lila's tearful, single mom act or Dad stammering about family matters. The locksmith backed off, muttering apologies. The movers started unloading her stuff back into the truck. Lila's oldest kid, oblivious, was still filming, narrating like it was a vlog. Yo, my uncle's wildin'. As they left, Lila screamed, You're ruining my brand. Dad just looked broken. That night, alone in my quiet house, I sat on the porch, the air cool against my skin. I'd won, but it didn't feel like victory. It felt like losing a family I never really had. I built this house to prove I was enough, but maybe the real fight was proving it to myself. If you've ever had to fight for what's yours, drop a comment. Tell me your story. Because sometimes the hardest battles aren't about keeping a house, they're about keeping your soul.